chefs, I'm Etta.
And I'm Bianca.
This is day one of our cooking vlog, and today we are making
Salmon avocado rolls. This is our first session of amateur versus pro. I will be using a recipe to cook all of the meals we are going to do this week.
and I won't. I'm going to have to wing it, only knowing the ingredients we're supposed to use. So enjoy.
Let's begin.
To start our sushi, we have to show you our ingredients.
First, because it is a salmon avocado roll, we have smoked Nova salmon.
And an avocado.
Now we have Nico Caros rice.
Just rice.
Rice.
For sushi. And we also have the seaweed.
And we have a big jug of sugar.
But we will only be using a little because of sushi.
Yes.
We also have some rice vinegar.
We also have a little bit of salt.
And also we'll be using water, but I'm not gonna take that out. So yeah, these are our ingredients.
Etta will now leave the room. First, I will gather my ingredients. I need, 1 cup of uncooked rice, 3 cups of water, ½ cup of rice vinegar, 1/4 cup of white sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. So let's get that. I will be starting out making our rice.
So, I don't have a recipe, so I literally have no idea how to start. But from what I remember when we researched the recipe, I definitely need rice. I also have to, what was I gonna say?
Okay.
So, I didn't have a recipe, so I have to figure out on my own how to start. Knowing from experience with sushi, I know that I'm gonna have to start with the rice. So I have this rice right here, and I think I'm gonna have to clean it with water, with a strainer, until the water is clear, from what I remember, and then I have to start boiling it. Also, after that, I'm going to have to start making the seasoned rice vinegar to put in the rice, with the sugar, salt, and rice vinegar. Let's get started.
Here I go, pouring my 1 cup of rice to start with. Lots of good rice here, looking fantastic. So now, I will clean the rice, I hope, by putting it in the strainer and rinsing the strainer. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Delish. A treat. I think it should almost be clear now. Yep, pretty clear. And now I'm going to put it in the boiling cup. So my rice is clean, pretty clean right now. It looks really nice. Putting it in the pan. Next, I need 3 cups of water. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So now we're just waiting for our rice to boil.
So, we're gonna start with rinsing the rice. So I need a cup of rice. Okay, now we have a cup of rice. So next, I'm going to put it in this colander so that it will start to clean itself through the water. I'm gonna run the water through it until the water that comes out of the bottom is clear. Okay, so the water at the bottom of our rice has just about cleared. So we're just gonna switch it off. Now that our rice is clean, I'm gonna start cooking it. We need to boil it right now, so I'm gonna... Okay, and we're just gonna put the rice in the pot. Next, to cook it, we're gonna need to add 3 cups of water. 1, 2, 3.
4.
That is 3 cups of water. Now I'm gonna bring this over to the stove to boil. I'm gonna turn it on high, and we're gonna wait for it to boil.
So it looks like my rice is starting to boil right about now. And so now it says, reduce the heat to low. Cover and cook for 20 minutes. Our rice, cook it. Beautiful. Press start on the timer. So I need rice vinegar oil. I'm gonna pour the rice vinegar oil in this. Oh yeah, half rice cup vinegar. All right, that's about a half a cup. So that's good. I'm gonna add the sugar. So the sugar is in this big jar. And we need a 1/4 cup of white sugar. So here I go with the sugar. Getting my 1/4 of a cup. Until it dissolves, I'm assuming. A teaspoon of salt. This is a teaspoon. Now we're gonna mix. Make a nice salty and sugary substance. Interval. So because we don't have an extra saucepan, we're going to microwave this for 30-second intervals. Intervals. And we're going to be doing this until the sugar dissolves.
So it looks like my rice, when its water is boiling, so I'm just going to stir that up and reduce it to low so it can simmer. From what I remember, I was supposed to do 20 minutes, so I'm just going to reduce it to low. I'm going to use a timer, and we're going to do 20 minutes. That is when our rice will be done. Me and I are about the same place right now, so we're going to be filming next to each other.
Hey, no cheaters.
So now I'm just going to pour in my rice vinegar. And also, I see that B is fanning down her rice, which is my plan to do next. So I'm just going to borrow that with her, and we're both going to use it. Now we're just going to leave our rice to cool.
So I'm going to be cutting the avocado for both me and Etta right now. Okay, so...
And since we're short on time, I'm going to be doing the salmon for both me and B.
Yes.
Lisa?
Here I go, cutting the avocado.
And I opened this from the wrong side. Okay, we're just going to cut some thin pieces, just...
Okay. So, now we'll be ready for when the rice cools enough.
So now we're just both going to take a piece of the nori. And from what I remember, I have to put it the spiky side down.
And it says shiny side down. Well,
No, I just...
Okay. So
I'm going to start spreading. Why did I put that? Okay, now I'm going to start laying mine on one of the ends.
So I'm just finishing putting the rice onto my nori. Making it nice and flat.
I'm going to start laying out some fish.
Oh god, you're going so fast. Okay.
We have like
So
10 minutes.
so I'm putting my sushi onto the rice.
Okay, now I have finished mine. And I'm going to start rolling it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put a couple more pieces of avocado. Sorry.
And roll. And then I'm going to press down.
And I'm going to use some slices of salmon.
Okay.
Guacamole.
I'm going to cut off the rough ends.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay, guys. So this is what one piece of our sushi looks like. It's really cute. Of our delicious sushi.
So here I go. Cutting this sushi right here. Oh my god. It's falling everywhere. Okay. I'm gonna bite into this sushi. Salmon avocado rolls.
I think the rice is overcooked.
We boiled it. It's terrible. It's not that bad. I definitely think that
Bon appetit.
it's really not bad. I think I won.
I think she did.
Point Bianca.
Okay, guys. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow when we're gonna make Nutella stuffed brownies, which will be like 800 times better. So. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all of those things.
Wait, so eating raw fish isn't dangerous?
It's not raw fish, it's smoked salmon.
Oh, perfect.